going on, folks? What's up, focals and fellow yokels? I'm in a talkative mood today. I'm here at SUNY Purchase. As it should be. But yeah, today I'm just kind of looking very promiscuous. Thank you. Hello, Brazil. Nice to see you. Shayna's here. Hello. England. Alex, why are you soaked? I just came out of the shower. Hi from London. Hello. So, I'm just gonna do this. Y'all can ask questions over here. I can talk on them. Anything you can tell us about season 2? Well, what's in the trailer? You see a little conflict between Superman and Lois. Sorry, gonna have to get back to you on that. Kind of getting more into like early rap, not early rap, but like 2000s. I've been listening to Graduation by Kanye. I mean, I know I'm departing. Superman and Lois. Did you just get the title Superman and Lois? Okay, we gotta go. Got the title on Instagram, Superman and Lois. They declined. You guys saw that, right? Hey, Maddie. My mom said I can get a piano and love the hair. I'm glad you can get a piano. Good for you. Looks like John Kent is getting some shirtless romance, and Lois ain't happy. That's right. Oh, hey, Kevin. We DM sometimes. It's the fan page. Gotcha. Brazil, and just a lot of Brazilian flags. Can you guys inform me what is on the Brazilian flag? What's written on the little globe? I actually don't know. I know the hair is wet today, right? I think you should answer my question. Oh, well, let me look at these questions. Who is your favorite character of Superman and Lois? John Henry Irons. Do you know a Dylan Kingwell? Yes, he's my buddy. Hey, Alex, how are those gym workouts going? I'm on vacation, so I have not been working out every day. I have to keep it up. Sorry about that. Oh, why not? I'll follow Superman and Lois. I'm just scrolling through these questions. Other than yourself, if you could trade places with one of the Superman and Lois characters other than yourself, who would you be? Well, that's an interesting question, right? So there's a couple ones. Who would I rather play? I think I enjoy playing Jordan. I think it would be probably fun to play Jonathan for a bit, although at the same time, I think in the end of the day, I think I am better for Jordan. That's what they casted me as anyway. And I think Jordan Elsas is a much better Jonathan than I could ever be. But if Alex were to be in Superman and Lois, like if I were to live one of the characters' lives, I don't know, it probably wouldn't be Jordan. Jordan's life is kind of miserable. Even though we have powers and there's a lot of superficially cool stuff, there's a lot of inner turmoil and there's a lot of stuff that sometimes plagues me personally that I would like to get away from. I probably want to be Clark. I mean, he's Superman. He's seen a lot of stuff, but he wouldn't want to be Superman. But also, he really is knowing who he is, and I envy that about him. He knows what's right and wrong, and he knows what to do and what not to do. I know. How do you get that username? I was asking the same thing. Um, I could play guitar for y'all, but I feel like everyone will leave, and I don't need to. You fancy Sarah from It in real life, don't you? I don't know what you mean. Is my Instagram hacked? I hope not. Um, hey Alex, have you seen? And if yes, how much of Smallville? I saw a bit of Smallville. I did see a bit of Smallville. Just background research before I started. Um, you've been putting in the work too. All right, sing along with me. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. Put in the work. Put in the hours. And take what's ours. Remember that. Listen to it every time I work out. What's your favorite superhero? Do you have a girlfriend? No. Favorite super? Man, probably Superman. Jerry Seinfeld has me convinced. Um, what inspired you to become an actor? That's kind of a crisis I've been in lately. It was actually really. I went to a class here at Purchase, and it was really awesome. The teacher Chris was really great. He let me kind of, do a little Shakespeare monologue, and it reminded me why I loved it because of the critical thinking aspect of it. It's easy to get lost in the time scales of actually shooting a real show because you're not actively working every day. I'm so used to an acting school platform, and that fun of that goes away when you actually do the real thing. So what inspired me to become an actor was my love of life, my love of people. It's been an interesting thing. I've been having a bit of an existential crisis lately, which I won't let you guys deal with me because I'll just be spreading my qualms onto you guys. Aiden, how you doing? How are you single? I don't know. Ask women, people. Um, love to hear you talk about acting. Do you like Marvel? Yeah, I think Marvel's fun. I don't think you obviously don't expect to have your life changed, uh, but it's fun. It's so hard to make a movie that would both be fun and also intriguing. The best one I can think of is probably Citizen Kane, which sounds crazy. I know I sound like a pretentious theater student, but honestly, it was probably one of the most fun movies I've ever watched. And by the end of it, you're like, what is life? You know what I mean? So it's a lot like Wolf of Wall Street, but really poignant. Boy, you're getting in trouble. I don't know what that means. Let's see your progress on your working out. What do you show off my muscles? I don't know. What kind of music do you listen to? Hey, I think we need more milk runs. Oh, that was a long time ago now. Who's your best friend on the set of Superman and Lois? Probably Jordan Elsass. We spent a lot of time together. The guy who plays Jonathan, my brother. Um, sorry about that, folks. I keep trying to scroll through the questions. Could you sing us something, please? I'm all right. It was an honor talking to you. I have to go. All right. See ya. When is my birthday? It's September 23rd, 2003. Jesus, crying out loud. Stop showing your abs. Okay. I don't think I really ever, I guess I did once in like one picture. So I guess just don't look at it. It's all right. Um, favorite song by the Beatles. Nah, I don't want to go into it. It's a whole thing. Um, Thoughts on the new trailer? It's great. You're closest to Jordan E comes across in your scenes. It's great chemistry. Thank you very much. The crazy thing is that like we didn't really get close until around when we were shooting like episode 5, 4-ish. Um, which is funny because we were kind of for the show we were feigning that closeness, and then it kind of went from the show into life rather than the other way around, which was interesting. If Warner sent you an email that said you can try out another character, what character would you want to play? I mean, like, that's the thing. I mean, just by storyline alone. I mean, because, I couldn't play a lot of these roles. You know what I mean? I can't play, obviously, Wole's part. I can't, Wole's John Henry Irons. I can't play Sarah. Um, so, I mean, the only role that I would be in contention for would be Jonathan, which would be fun. I mean, I think it would be fun to be the nice guy. I just know for a fact that Jordan does such a great job at it. I wouldn't ever want anyone else to do it, including myself. Glad they didn't make them identical twins with just me playing both roles, because that would have been stupid. The look on your face makes me feel like you're judging me through the screen. Maybe I am. You should have been John Kent as the only child. I've seen a lot about this. People were mad at Jordan for existing for a while. I think also because, he was the one who caused disruption, and also just because he's not in the comics. So who's this guy being borrowed by our show who's causing all this disruption? But at the same time, we're telling the story we want to tell. If you like the show, you have to like everything that comes along with it. And a lot of like what was going on through that was um, it was Jordan figuring himself out. Jordan is an angsty teenager. You think he listens to 2000s punk music all the time, nonstop. It's all he listens to. 2 octaves would have been too much for the CW. You ship Jonathan and Sarah. I mean, that would be a path, I guess. That's kind of a creative path. Do you ever get a super suit of your own? Do you think I can tell you that? Do you think I can tell you that? I was wary of Jordan at first, but once I gave the show a try, I really liked this. Really liked. Sorry that was being told. No, no, no. Are the older cast members confused by your memes? I think sometimes. I think they kind of just shake their heads. You know what I mean? What it is like, obviously, I think everyone kind of did, and Jordan kind of followed suit, which was nice. I mean, I really wanted to run this whole thing differently. You know what I mean? Like, I, I'm an 18-year-old kid, and as soon as I would get a lot more followers if I just posted getting a shiny car and all the things about my life that make it different than yours, and that's great. And you can go to other people for that. It's not an expression of myself, and also all it does is cause this image of my job that's very unrealistic. And in that you guys would have to live in the shadow of that, and that's just alienation. I'm not here for that. You know what I mean? I would much rather just talk to you guys on live, bring people on, sing some songs, be as unpretentious as possible about the whole thing. So I'll post some memes. There was me being very pretentious about being unpretentious. How do you like that? What's your favorite thing to do? What do you do on set when you're not shooting? Um, I was asked that a lot. I kind of just talk to people. I really try to, because I'm very social as a person, and I don't get to talk to people on a regular basis because my life is very unique. The only person that shares in my experience really is Jordan Elsas, right? When you're used to being in a classroom of 30 other kids that you could kind of unite on something about, even if you hated them, you have this community and you know who you are. Independent of that, you're kind of, you know, um, it's like you can grow in any direction. You're kind of a tree trunk that was previously constricted to a narrow pathway. So it grew in the narrow pathway, but now it can kind of just grow wherever it wants. And it's interesting because, so I try to talk to the other people on set. Obviously, people have to focus, so sometimes I just go on my phone. But yeah. Do you have any advice about acting? Have fun. That's my advice about acting. Have fun. Is, you got your life and you're going to live it. And if you are not passionate about it, it's not going to be worth it. And when you're having fun, it's really something. You know what it was? It was when you're having fun, you get to be creative about it. And here's the best audition advice I could ever give any of y'all, because this is what got me this role and every other role I've ever gotten. Maybe I shouldn't give it away, because maybe it's a trade secret. The other people that went in that room are going to be better actors than you. That's the secret. Is that law of numbers, a better actor was going in there. And you can't do anything really about it. But the thing is, and you can refine your craft, while everyone's competing to get above each other. Everyone's doing that. Go sideways. Do something else. Do something different. That's how I got this role. I did something completely different. And show that you can bring something new to this role, because if they wanted someone to read the page, they would hire that person. But that's not who you want to be if you want to have fun as an actor and be a great actor. It's to just have fucking fun. Oh, freaking fun. And do your thing. And it's always work. It's about having a good time. That's it. And then you'll find out that no one else could play that role quite like you. Because you're given a script, and you're asked to collaborate on that script with the other people. It's not like you're just reading lines. You're collaborating. You're a part of this process. Show them that you are an equal mind to them. I was wary of them changing the main storyline by adding Jordan, but once I gave the storyline a chance, I really liked the story being told. Plus, Jonathan has someone to interact with. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad. Look, alive, finally not at 2 a.m. Yeah, I know. There's someone behind me. Loving the show here in London. Great, great, great. Do you know who Tom Welling is? Yes. I know who Tom Welling is. Yeah, okay, I'm just scrolling through all these now. How long did it take you to learn the piano? Like 5 years-ish. Jordan put in a word for me trying to land a gig on SNL. Collaboration is the key to success. There we go. The longer I watch this, you really do look like a young Clark Kent. Oh, thank you. I think it's the shirt. Imagine an episode about Jordan and Jonathan changing body, and they have to pretend to be each other for a day. I don't think that's in the style of the show, but hey, that would be cool. What's your dream guitar piano? What's your dream guitar piano you would want to get? Honestly, I don't know. I really want to play a giant church organ. That's what I want. I like with your feet, you go like to make the building shake and just play with all four limbs. I feel like I'd be powerful. Whenever I look at the SNL call sheet, I always think about live from New York. It's SNL. Yeah. Hey, Alex Garfin, I was wondering if any advice for second semester college. I would be in second semester college if I was not doing this. I would be a freshman. Advice? Have fun. I mean, that's the thing they don't tell you is that, right now, everyone's making money off of you, right? Your 20s is a time when you're a big consumer. So they'll sell it in media and all these things, and they'll sell it as the best time of your life. But the problem is that it's a lot like the childhood paradox that I've been thinking about a lot. And the idea that I think you have the most free time as a child because you don't know the value of being a child yet. You only know the value of being a child when you're an adult. So when you're a child, you don't feel like the time could run out, and that way you just let the good times happen to you. I know when I go home for winter breaks, I feel like I have to fill every second of every day. And then when things are not making me happy, I'm just constantly worried that they're not making me happy anymore. But it's because I'm putting all this pressure on being happy. So, the media markets to you that the 20s are the best time of your life. And that's just not true. The 20s are supposed to be a confusing part of your life. It's just supposed to be a part of your life. And the best part of your life is probably still ahead of you when you're happy and you're comfortable and you're settled down. You know what I mean? So that's what I got to say is take the pressure off. Every day when you're 20, your 20s will fly by, but just let them fly by. Don't savor every moment, pretend like it's your last. And it's hard to follow because it just feels like that. You know? It's just it's how it is. Life is too short. We know what you mean. All right. I see how this is. Thank you. Life never gets less confusing. No. I'm telling you, I've been in an existential crisis for like a month and a half now. This has been bad. I'm like, it's so hard to live when you think it's all an illusion. Obviously, during my first semester of college, I was having fun in terms of the environment, but there's certain things I don't like for my program. Good! Good! If you liked everything, you wouldn't have a good time. You can't paint in black unless the canvas is white. It won't happen. How long until you turn 20? A little bit of time. What is your dream character? I really want to play Napoleon or Beethoven really bad. Like really bad. Just the people that made their time and weren't of their time. Oof. Do you think Jordan's pill suppresses powers? That's actually an interesting question. There was a moment in episode 11 that the editing didn't do that much justice. I think they were just moving on to other things, but you can actually see him take another pill. So we know he's on pills up to episode 11. And, it's something I've kind of brought up every once in a while because, you got to keep that going. The powers don't mean it's getting better. Yeah. I don't know. How many episodes have you filmed currently? We're on episode 8. We're about to begin it. What's your favorite type of soup? Jambalaya. Does that count? Yeah, I do shave. I haven't shaved in a bit, so it's probably like hairy under here, right? Who is your biggest role model? I was asked this question a lot. My answer is and I'm going to sound pretentious here, but don't let inspirations be your idols. Everyone lived an imperfect life. How they live their life is how they live their life. They can inspire you, and moments of their life you can try to emulate, but don't try to be them. They will be the best version of them. You will be a mediocre version of them. Oh, and Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan would be the other one. I really want to play Bob Dylan. Natalie Irons, BTS. I don't think I have anything. You would be a great Amadeus. That would be fun too. That's a role you can have fun with. I just want to say your acting is so amazing. I was shocked on the episode where you get hit with a wave of sounds because your hearing kicked in. Oh, thank you very, very much. That was interesting. I hope they release the BTS of that because it was just David Ramsey who was directing our episode from Arrow. And he was just like, okay, bigger sound. I'm like, like there was no actual sounds, right? Because it was in silence. But it was like all like imagining. It was pretty fun to do. What I did for that, I have a little list of everything, of all the powers that Jordan has so far. So we know he has cold breath. We know he has heat vision and super hearing, right? And a little bit of strength. It's been hinted at. Nothing crazy. And a little bit of invincibility. Little tiny bit. Why don't we call it resistibility? But no, for hearing, I just learned how to ski that week. And what skiing is, it's you're trusting your momentum to you can go whoosh, 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 and then you fall. As soon as you try to control it, you fall. But when you kind of go with it and guide it, you go. If you let yourself go, you fall. It's about that perfect guiding motion. And I imagine that's a lot like what it is. Because he gets on the train of thought, he focuses, and he just has to go, fall. Or he tries to make it work too much, and it's, he's fighting it, and it fall. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was my little thing. Full name is Alexander. Can you sing a little? What do you want me to sing? I don't know. It's Amazing Person. I'm laughing so hard. Thank you very much. Can't wait to see Sarah Cushing Quinceanera. All right. Hello, Alex. Hello, John. Hello. Have you ever watched Smallville? Watched a bit of it. Very cool. Hardest scene to film. Football scenes. I could go into those for hours. It was hard. Moon River. Will Jonathan get or discover powers and abilities anytime soon? Why can't I see Sarah and Jordan getting pregnant young? Oh, God. Alex, I'm depressed. I need to talk to someone about it. Get help, man. Get help. Life is too short to not get help. Make your life the best thing possible. You know, you're 90% there. You already admitted you have a problem. You see that you're having a problem. That means you're not as much in the problem as you were before. Would you rather go by Alex, Alexander, or Garfin? My friends call me Garfin. Y'all call me Garfin. Oh, no, that was my name back in middle school. Everyone used to call me Garfin. Do you like to read books? Yeah. People are crazy. Agreed. OU, of course. Okay, yes. People are strange when you're a stranger. They just get ugly when you're alone. What is 9 plus 10? 21. I know Sarah's having a quince. Okay. Garfin it is. People call me by my last name, Teller. Yeah, there we go. If you could play any other character in Superman Lois, I think I answered that already. You were one of the most fun and open person. Thank you very much. How was your first day on set like? Terrifying. I'm not gonna pretend like I knew what I was doing. My legs were shaking, and it felt. This is the best way I describe it. It was crazy. It was the screen test. It was my first day on set, and it felt like a video. No, it felt like a Six Flags ride. Have you ever done a Six Flags ride, or even like Hollywood Tower of Terror? Someone was literally grabbing me and guiding me, and then they would touch my hair, and it was a foggy room because they pump in that atmosphere in this big stage. It was like, okay, here you go. Here's your hair. Do you need anything? No. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, then here's your costume. Blah, blah, blah. You need anything? Blah, blah, blah. Here's your makeup. Blah, blah, blah. And it was like going to the different things, and it felt like, the adrenaline was going here, and then it was like, walk on, and then the ride begins, and you're sitting there on a set with the camera. It was awesome. It felt like, it felt like unbelievable. Because I was really just plucked. I was plucked out of high school to do this. Are you excited for season 2 of Superman and Lois? Yes. We need screen test footage. I'd love that. What was the first scene you filmed for the show? It was episode 2. It was Jordan coming around the corner of the Cushing home and saying, he said I didn't have any good powers to Jonathan. And I remember, I regret how I played that scene. Lee Tolan Krieger, the man, the myth, the legend, led me on to a better way to play it. It was really because, I knew who the character was, but I didn't really know who the character was. And I wish I played it with a little more, levity. Because I was kind of more just, upset that I didn't have these powers. I'm like, I feel messed up and I don't even have powers. What is this? Who wins in a race, Flash or Superman? I hope the Flash. That's all he got, man. He ain't strong. He can't fly. He can't hear things from far away. He just runs really fast. If he can't outrun Superman, then Superman really has him beat. He's going to get an inferiority complex. Flash has one job. It's run fast. Right? It has to be Flash. Garfin corrects to Garfunkel on my phone, so you know Garfunkel. Before Ellis Island, which is where all the European immigrants came in, my father's father's father, father's father came into the country, and his last name was Garfinkel, but they Americanized it to Garfin. I am happy we're not Garfinkel. That is way more Jewish than Garfin. Nothing wrong with a very Jewish last name. Garfin is still a very Jewish last name. But it doesn't really roll off the tongue. Been increasing at your Insta post. All right. Sarah, the answer is Flash, because Flash is faster than Supergirl, and Supergirl is faster and stronger than Superman. Wow. Okay, so what you did is the transitive property of inequalities here, right? You said that we know that A is greater than B. You know that Supergirl is stronger than Superman. Okay. But we also know that C is stronger than A. Therefore, B cannot be stronger than C. Logic. How tall are you? I'm like 5'8", 5'9". I'm not very tall. Hey, Alex Garfin, have you ever met Grant Gustin? No. I've met Camrus from Batwoman. He is awesome. I love that guy. I know Steve Amell. I met Steve Amell. And that's about it from the other Arrowverse shows, because we're kind of doing our own thing a little bit, right as of now anyway, you know what I mean? Like, first season we kind of did that, I think just because of COVID. I look tall on TV. Or do you mean you look tall, meaning I look tall? How do we pronounce Garfin? It's just exactly how you think. Substitute teachers even got it right. That's how I knew it was an easy name. Did you know that Superman's creator was Jewish? Yes. Us Jews, we're doing it. We're really making it happen. My father's Jewish. Very Jewish, just because I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood, had all Jewish friends. So even though technically it's supposed to be your mother that passes it down, I'm definitely more Jewish than my mother's side, which is Italian. So technically Roman Catholic, but Jewish is kind of an ethnicity as well as a religion, which is a little strange, and Italian is an ethnicity. So two ethnicities are Jewish and Italian. Are you on set? No, I'm in Purchase College. SUNY Purchase. My brother goes here. Who's the composer for SNL? Dan Romer. He's awesome. Are you on set now? No. Hey, Alex, what's your process for figuring out blocking lines, and how do you make a confident choice with blocking? That's a toughie, man, because blocking is my favorite part of the scene. And I'll tell you why. Because, again, I don't think I can outact anyone else. I can do my best, and I love being in the moment. Especially during the pilot, there were a lot more moments of that. Like, just, camera's 2 inches from your face, and you're just in it. Beautiful. I love doing that. But really what I love is the blocking. Because let me tell you, you go in, the director has some sort of idea what she wants or he wants in their head, right? But you go out there, and it's a really creative process. What's up, Oliver? You want to say hi to people on the Instagram? Yeah, say hi.
How's it going?
Yeah. It's like talking about, like, set and stuff, pretty much. Yeah, we're going to head over to crash the show. What you up to right now?
I was going to suggest sauna.
They have a sauna here?
It's a good one.
Good sauna.
Good if you want.
Is there like a... Oh, there you go.
What?
Oh, I thought you meant that on purpose. If you wanna. Good sauna. If you wanna.
If you want.
There you go. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. That actually does not sound that fun right now, just because, like, I feel like I'm already overheating. Overheating.
Oh, okay.
But what else can we do? Yeah, we can, like, we can make some music. You can take the guitar. We can go to one of the pianos.
Yeah, there's the pianos over there. Yeah, man. You can do whatever. I'm probably just gonna use.
All right. How do you make yourself cry in a scene? I've never been able to do it, especially because I wear contacts and I can't purposely make my eyes dry. It's, I think, less of a technical thing and more of an acting thing. Um, at least from my end. I know people use tear stick. I don't know if they would want me to. I mean, it's a perfectly valid thing to use tear stick. I mean, because in the end of the day, you're creating the same illusion. It's about the final product, not how you got there. But I think if your character's crying and you're really in the moment, you're gonna cry. You can you can think about something sad and take that emotion and carry it into the circumstances, and that's something people do. It's something I can do when I can't focus as well and I need to do it. But if the best and the naturalist performance usually comes when the character has to, and you just do it. Any thoughts or input on DC Comics version of John Kent versus Superman and Lois as John and Jordan Kent? I don't know. The fact that they didn't release promo pics of the twins is homophobic because I'm gay. All right. Do you like both Wonder Woman movies? I haven't seen them. Do you like Melissa Benoist's Supergirl? Yeah, she's cool. Piano or guitar? Piano. I barely play guitar. Oh, blocking process. Yeah, so you go in, and the director has some sort of idea, but then really what you do is you come in with the scene. If you're, you want to have it memorized. A lot of times in reality, it's memorized, but it's not completely there. It's more important that you just get the words out, and you really feel it out, and you do these creative things. The thing is, Emmanuel Shrieky said it really, really well, because she's like one of my idols in the acting world. And she said, humans like to perch, first of all, right? Because, never just stand here and talk unless you really need to. Usually perch, usually do something. But also, if you're entering a room, there's a million ways to enter the room, and that's where the creativity comes, right? You can knock on the door and open it, but also you can kick on the door and open it. Also, you can slide around the door like Kramer. You can punch through the door. You can lean on the door. There are infinite possibilities here, there's a magnitude of possibilities. So that's what the creativity comes in. Creativity is making something, is plucking tangibility from the infinite. You know what I mean? You have these infinite possibilities of writing this song, but you pluck something tangible out from the infinite. That's what creativity is. It's a good way of putting it, right? But that's what you do when you're blocking, you're acting. You know what I mean? You're plucking something out of the great infinity and making it something tangible. Have you ever traveled in Colombia? No, I have not. The college I have. Who do you connect with most on set? Probably Jordan again. We spend a lot of time together. I'm going to go soon whenever Oliver gets out of the can. How ticklish are you? I'm actually quite ticklish, not going to lie. Give a pluck. I've done theater acting, but not film, and I got nerves from film. I don't get from theater. Any tips? Just got to do it, man. You're used to theater. Hey, Alex Garfin, have you ever learned failure during high school? Yeah, all the time, man. All the time. Socially, I was not the best. I was failing. That's part of it. I have to say, I was quite good at school. I never really had to study much. I always got pretty good grades, which was nice. But, you learn failing. You learn futility eventually. You have to. Have you ever been to Trinidad? If not, do you want to? Yeah, sure. So when I meet you in person, can I give you a hug? Of course. Of course. Bless you. Thank you. All right, you guys. I'm going to dip now. See y'all.